guys, Musselwhite here, also known as Criticized Entertainment, and welcome to a very big unboxing, I suppose you could say, of the Valve Index. Now this is not a first-hand unit, it's actually a second-hand one I got for a very agreeable price. Like I got the Alien Rift for what I think was a very agreeable price. Yeah, I don't know what to say about it. It's massive, the box. Like, first impression of the box is huge. So here's the front of the box. Now, I'm not going to zoom in on this one, normally I do, but just considering the size of this, I mean look, it's almost filled the entire frame of the camera. So here's like the front of it, you might be able to see. And literally the rest of the box is black other than the front of the box where it just uses to see the, you know, what it includes. And actually, the part that hasn't been taped up by CEX is actually the English portion, so that's very cool, that's dandy. I'm not sure if that's how the box opens, but we're going to find out in a moment. I have to be very careful opening this box so I don't want to ruin it, because eventually, whenever I get the room on the Geek Server, I really want to put this box there, but it says it's massive. I'll probably have to clear out literally half the shelf to do that. But see, cut this tape and see what we get. Very carefully. Now, for the seasoned watcher among you, the Valve Index needs no introduction. It's Valve's flagship, you know, it's like the VR headset to get right now. This is like top of the line with like all the bells and whistles. And again, I got it for a very agreeable price. I'm actually paying for it on like a loan sort of thing. That's how it's so agreeable. But it's interest free, so I think I can manage. There's a few things that instigated this. Like, great one, my wrist is old. The CV1 I actually got for like development purposes, not really much for recreational use. And that's why I haven't really done that many streams or played on the Rift that much. He says for 400 hours. But with this one, there's going to be a lot more recreational use other than me actually doing development stuff. I still want to develop stuff in VR, and it's been very slow, but I am doing that. But that's not really the purpose of me getting this. It's just because it's a nice toy. I've been wanting this for a while, and this is like the next gen headset. Oh wow, this just comes out like that. Okay. Okay, opening up. Wow, that actually covers everything. Opening up, it's actually, you notice that here, up here, it's actually a lot of foam. Like, this is a nice foam to keep it moving in place. I'm not sure of Oculus did that, because I only had the CV1 for comparison, and the box for that was a lot smaller. So first up, we got the user accessory kit, which I'm imagining also includes the wall mount, which I'm going to need to actually install the sensors, which we'll cover in a moment. So in here we get I love this. Oh, this is a very nice looking fiber cloth. That's much nicer than like the black ones I've seen before. So here it is. We get like booklets. So we get the setup guide in different languages depending on your region. And then what's this thick one? And the safety and maintenance sort of guide as well, which seems to be slightly bent, but you know, hey, I was second hand, what do you want from me? I think the person's called Bendy, you know, the Aperture Science sort of mascot, you could say, that you see in the Aperture's advertisement, so that's nice, that's to see there. Okay, so next up, before we get to the grand, we're going to go on to, first up, the Knuckle Controllers. And it's officially now known as the Index Controllers. My friend circle, as well as myself, still refer to them as what they were called initially, as the code name, which was the Knuckle Controllers. And wow, these are actually smaller than I thought. So this is for my left hand. So all you have to do is really to put it on, so you put your hand through that, tighten that through just putting on it, also the center, and there you go. You've now got the controllers. And oh, that has a satisfying click to it, that trigger button. So your thumb would go here for the sensor, there's buttons here. And you can just really let go of it and it still stays there, which is like one of the big things. And oh, I can't wait to try, that's really cool. And apparently, I think I see how you read it, you just press this button and it just literally loosens the grip. And then you just take it off. Boopty boopty boop. These are actually powered, you can actually charge these through a USB Type-C port, and there's actually a few docks you can buy right now, like 3D printed, that you can just route the cable through and just have it charged when it's not being used, which I will probably invest in at some point. So you come with two of those, so each of the hands is the Valve Lighthouse 2.0 base stations. So you got a few like tripod mounts, like this one here on the back, along with some of the legal information, along with a micro B connector for whatever that's for, and obviously a DC power, because you're going to have to power this darn thing. Okay, sorry Rebecca, I had to darken the room quite considerably because I was actually being quite blown out there, so sorry about that, but hey ho. But hopefully now you can see like a little bit of the back better, and you do see the one of the 3 port, and like on the bottom is what the other tripod mount, so you literally can mount it like that. So I might have it mounted on the ceiling this time because my Wharfdale speaker is actually blocking the way of my Oculus sensors, and I think that's been causing some tracking problem as of late. So that is what I'll do. But yeah, this actually uses like a moving part inside, but less moving parts in the 1.0 base stations. And wow, it looks really clean and modern. And finally, well, certainly not least, the piece de resistance. Wow, these are some long cables. And again, it's almost the other big but here is the index itself, the headset. And wow, the design. Wow, it's actually part of it's falling off. There you go. So yeah, that part like that, it's actually it's expandable, so you can actually remove that to add modules. That's some flexibility. I don't even think my Rift has that. That's really cool. So like there's a little Velcro strap there to adjust it to your head. There's a little bit, some extra here for some tension, so like up here. Both of the new premium headphones for the audio, and of course then the headset itself. Now, one of the problems I've actually had with my Oculus in the past is that after a while, particularly when I do something like City Car Drive, or I'm staring at the same spot for a while, my eyes start to ache. I'm not sure that's because of the resolution or the fact of the ergonomics, but this should hopefully alleviate that, because this is like 1440p per eye at 120Hz, which is better than the 1080p 90Hz of the CV1. This is like, again, this is like 2nd generation, this is a massive upgrade. And it's not going to be the right size for me, but wow. Wow, off the bat, that is really a lot nicer, despite the hair being in my eyes. Oh yeah, it's got a lot more of a cool feel up here, because I think I'm feeling the leather. So yeah, ergonomics is pretty good. In terms of input, like this goes into like a breaker box sort of style. So we get the power port right here, that's the first one. USB 3.0, which is actually a requirement, you gotta have 3.0 for this to work. And a display port, which is definitely a change to the HDMI of my Oculus Rift, which I will be, apart from the sensors, just in case I need them again. But other than that, the Oculus Rift will get disconnected from my workstation, so that's all good and dandy. Okay, so I'll move that over there, because we're going to need to see what's under here, because if you have a look, there's actually a flap, so if we move this to one side, there's even more stuff! So first off, we're going to check out is the wall mount. I'm actually glad it came with it. Maybe these are like covers for the screws, but this looks like one of the, at the very least, one of the table mounts, but I imagine it also can be used as like a wall/ceiling mount sort of situation. So with that, you can adjust it to where you need it, and I imagine these are screw holes, because the way it looks like these can pop out. So you can put on screws, so that'll be good. It comes with 2, for the obviously the 2 of the base stations, which is going to be good to see. Okay, so next up we get another box. Now my experience about this box is so big because it has these 2 layers to this, like, and there's a lot of stuff on the other layer. So let's see what's behind this box, because I generally have no idea what it is. Oh, it's like, what? Is this like what I think it is? Oh, it's like wall mount adapters, like, not wall mount adapters, beg your pardon, these are like plugs, so it's like comes with a standard kind of, you know, MacBook kind of style charger, which you can just plug it into, and then you can just plug in a actual plug related to your region. So for me that would be the UK plug, which is probably in there, but that explains what that is. And there's 3 of them, and there's actually, oh, that's what the signs are. Oh, I get it. So you can see here, there's actually like these are actually signs right here. There's one. These actually represent the base stations, and I just noticed another one in there for the headset. So that actually signals what these plugs are meant to be for. So that's a really nice thing. Another one, I'm not entirely sure what this one's for, because it's not inside the box, but it obviously has been used before because it's actually taped to it. But this one's hardwired, so it's interesting. I don't know entirely sure what this one is for, but this is actually a hardwired unit, which is what I was more expecting. Yeah, also we get 2 of these Type A to Type B cables, which on the box it even shows you. It's for the index controller, so you can charge them. And wow, these are long cables. I've been saying that a lot, but geez, the length on these, man. Like these are like 2 meters or something at least, so that's really nice. So gotta keep an eye on those, because these are very important to charging the darn thing. So it comes with 2, and I'll probably use 2 eventually when I set up the docks. Then we got another one of the, I'm not entirely sure what this is, but this has also got the sensor icon on it, so it's obviously something relating to that. What it's for exactly, I'm not entirely sure. So let's open it up. these are the power cables themselves, which would go into the blocks we see earlier. So these would go from like into the Lighthouse from this end, and then this would go into the actual power adapter, which is really cool. Which is actually like a very this is the kind of port I would expect to see on a inside like a power supply sort of thing. So it's like a 2-pin connector instead of like 8 or 4 to 8 pin sort of stuff. And finally, but certainly not least, we have this, which I am not entirely sure what it is. It seems to be like a possibly. Actually, I'm not. Oh, it actually goes like in between. I can see like a little slit in the headset. This would go in down. It might actually perform additional padding on the headset, so for prolonged use I might end up installing that, we'll see. But that's a very nice thing to have. It's curved, so it's obviously for the headset. And there you go, guys, that wraps up the unboxing of the Valve Index. Now unfortunately I won't be able to set this up today as much as I really want to, because there's going to have to be holes drilled on the ceiling / walls so I can install the sensors, but I can't do that right now because Dad is crawling our way and I don't trust myself to do it. So unfortunately it won't be until tomorrow until I get this thing set up. But by the time you're probably watching this unboxing video, I will have already set this up. I might have done a few streams by that point, so at the time of recording it won't be done, but by the time you're probably watching this it probably will be done. But I am really excited to actually use this soon. I don't know where the breakout box is because I've seen that, but I imagine that's what the spin-off cables is. I might just be expecting it from the original HTC Vive. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.